So, ladies and gents, welcome to my office. Come on through. Now, for any of you guys that are new to the channel, my name is Iman Gadzhi. I run an advertising agency called IAG Media, as well as a couple other small businesses here and there. But for those of you guys that are current subscribers, I know that you've been wanting to see a house tour. Now, for security reasons, I'm not gonna show you my entire house. I had a ton of security issues at my last place with people literally showing up at my door, flying from abroad. It was nuts. And while Nikolai has made this place a fortress, and we've got cameras everywhere and top-notch security and all that, I'm not gonna show you my entire house, but I will show you my favorite part of it, which is my office. Now, my office is right at the top 2 floors of my house, and first thing that I love is that little partition, that little door from the rest of the house, because when I come up here, I know it's go time, I know it is work time. So I'm actually gonna start off by showing you guys my bathroom, which is right next to my office. So obviously a pretty big size bathroom. It's nice to obviously have a bathroom up here as well. This bath is super nice. I actually take a bunch of Epsom salt baths before bed, throw a kilo or 2 in there, and you are just out for the night. One thing you'll notice about actually my entire house, which you won't get to see, but obviously, especially you'll see in my office, is hue lights throughout the entire house. Now at night especially, my entire house is red. It looks like a brothel. Nice. Now the reason I do that is it actually aids sleep and melatonin production because it's the lowest Kelvin on the light spectrum. But as I said, it's nice to have a good bathroom up here, right next to where I work. When you work from home, when you are drinking tons of water through the day, that is a necessity. Other thing that is super important to me is I love music between my work blocks. When I'm focused, sit down working for an hour, and I got my 10-minute break until my next work block, I'm blasting music. Even in the bathroom, I got my Violet speaker right here. Now, some of you guys might remember, I actually back in 2017 when I had a creative agency, since then we've pivoted and we're an advertising agency. I actually did a shoot in, 2 in 2017 with Bang & Olufsen actually. Now, another thing you'll notice right above that is incense stick. I literally have incense burning throughout my entire house 24/7 basically, unless I'm sleeping. So yeah, one thing that people always say when they come into my house and my office is, God damn, it smells nice in here. So coming through here, we just have some storage through here. And then, as you saw, there was one door there, and then we actually have a sliding door right here. So I close this, I come upstairs, you can see there's actually a little glass pane. So you can see down through the door, I come, I close this, there we go, close this. And when this door shuts, it's time for business.
Oh yeah, it's business time.
So this is my office, and I could not be happier with it. You know, to have an at-home office of this size, beautiful skylights up here. You can open and close those, which is great. It's a gloomy London day at the moment, so there's not much light. But naturally, when I open those up, when I open that up, well, that's actually open at the moment, lots of natural light, but as I said, super gloomy London day at the moment. So we'll start off with the first floor. Now, this area right here, I don't really have much use for it. To be honest, if I'm in a little work break, I might come here, sit down, look at this right here, which is a wash book. Now, a lot of you guys who are already on this channel know that I am a huge horology fan. I've got a collection from Richard Milles to multiple Pateks, Omegas, Rolexes, APs, etc. I think that's about it actually in my collection. And a whole bunch of smaller watches like a Mickey Mouse Pulsar and all these other cute little intricate watches. So sometimes I'll sit here and flick through a watch book, or this is what one of my buddies, Pete, got me. This is just some memories from earlier this year in Cape Town. I was there for 9 months. There's some very raunchy party photos and club photos in there. Another thing you'll notice is all around the house, I will have some of these lying around, and they're actually what I'm wearing right now. So for those of you guys that are new to the channel, I actually have a bespoke clothing line called Gadzhi, and these are the blue light blockers that are gonna be coming out mid-December. Conception as an idea to actually finish project has been over a year in the making, and I'm so excited for them. So as I said, always have a pair of these lying around because I'm always wearing one, especially while I am working. So this is the main area. The other thing that I want to get for here is I just want to get more film photography books. Once again, I'm a big fan of shooting old school film. So I just want to get some film books of some of the best photographers. So yeah, just a couple books to flick through. But yeah, this is it's an interesting piece of furniture. I'm gonna be honest, it's not super comfortable, but sometimes if it's later on in the day, I'm being a bit of a waste man between my work blocks, I might just sit here and for once actually respond to my messages. Because if you know me personally, you know that to get a response from me usually takes a couple weeks. So that is that. We have another little desk here, which to be honest, I should probably get rid of this thing because it takes up space, makes the room a little smaller, and I have no use for it at all. So going on to more exciting parts of this room. We've got storage space here. We've got storage space here. So in here is a myriad of books, laces, EMF reader, because most of you guys know that I'm very into my health. Okay. And I freak out about these things. You know, spare cameras, a whole host of things. And down here is actually the unit for, well, actually down here I've got some spare wires, incense sticks, Gadzhi blue light blockers, but that's actually a smaller thing because this room has aircon. Now I know my audience is 78% based in the US, so you're going, okay, Iman, like you have aircon, like big deal. But for anyone who lives in Europe and London, you know that aircon is not normal. No properties have aircon, and if they do, they're usually one of those new development, new builds. That's not really my style. As many of you guys know, I'm a big fan of living in Chelsea, living in Knightsbridge, which is where I live. I like that sort of residential feel. I like that. I'm really not a big fan of developments. So for me to get air conditioning in London, in this area, is such a big benefit. And even in the winter, I will literally have the aircon blasting at 16 degrees Celsius while I'm working. That's just kind of my style. So down here, just a little mat to throw my iPhone onto for some charging, incense sticks always. This right here is the Amazon Alexa Echo Studio. And to be honest, I know Alexa's always listening to me and eavesdropping, but they just make a really good system. I can control my lights, I can control my front door, I can, you know, play music with my voice. Like, at least I'm not blind to what's going on. I know that little thing is always listening in. This right here is a lifesaver. Now this is the Amplify. I wanted to get their new system, but it's, you know, totally sold out. But this house has 500 megabyte download speed and I think like 50 upload, which is the fastest I could get. And I think that's actually the fastest in the UK, or at least in London, in pretty much all residential places. I haven't found a 1 gigabyte download or anything. So that's what I get downstairs. This is a 4-floor house. That's what I get downstairs. Once you reach the 3rd floor, it gets a little tough. Now, if I use the router that came with the provider, I literally only get 5 megabytes download up here. Like it's nuts. So with this thing, I actually get 50 down up here and like 20 up. So, you know, not the 500 that I pay for, but hey ho, it's still more than fast enough for me to get all my work done. Other things that you're gonna find right here is a mat. So I'm actually wearing shoes right now, and at my old place, it was wooden floor and I would wear shoes all the time. That's actually my preference, but as it happens, you know, this place has carpet, which is not ideal. It actually has carpet in like 50% of the house. I actually put that mat down there while I'm working because that actually brings us on to this right here, which is my stand-up desk. Now, as you can see right here, this thing comes up. My chair, now I have the Herman Miller Aeron chair. It's a bit pricey, I think it's around $1,000, but worth every single penny when you're working as much as I am. So when I bring the desk up, right, so this is my call height, number 3. Number 2, this is like my standing desk height when I'm actually typing and doing work. And then obviously number 1 is when I'm sitting. So what this actually does, it's got little like bumps in it, so it's meant to mimic like the forest floor if you're walking barefoot on the forest floor. Okay. It's just nice to like kind of massage your feet while you're standing up and getting some work done. So while that is up, that goes there, and then when I'm sitting down, this goes back, tucks in perfectly under there, and this comes down. Now, a little bit about this desk. As I said, this is actually a fully hardwood desk. Now, it took a little while to get to this point with the setup. Initially, I had my desk right over there, like wedged in here, and I actually ordered the fully laminate desk. Took a big L because laminate, you end up getting fingerprints. So Tristan, my creative director for Gadzhi, and obviously videographer for the YouTube channel, he had to assemble the whole thing because I basically have zero practical skills whatsoever. So he had to assemble the whole thing. I didn't like it, so he disassembled it, but at least he got a stand-up desk out of it. And I ended up ordering this bad boy. Same thing from Philly. I've had so many compliments and so many people ask me where I got this desk. Once again, a little pricey. I think it was 1,100 pounds. But to me, worth every single penny. And I got this is the medium size. Like there was one even larger that you can get than this, but honestly don't really need the space. So this is the desk. Now always on my desk, I've got yellow paper. I don't know why. I think is it Roald Dahl? You know the author Matilda?
Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Roald Dahl.
I think it was Roald Dahl or someone like that. Someone uses yellow paper, and I remember hearing this back when I was in school, and I was like, oh, that seems really cool. So ever since, I just only write on yellow paper. So write on yellow paper with my trusty Mont Blanc. Once again, a little pricey, but I don't know, just anything that you can do to make your work environment better at this stage of my life, where I've been running my agency for 4 years and I've taken it to a pretty good level. For me, these little expenses are insignificant because this is my temple. This is where I get my work done. So the little driver behind this monitor right here, this is the 16-inch fully spec'd out, I think, except actually this has 1 terabyte of storage rather than 2. Didn't need 2. So this is the almost fully spec'd out. Is the fully spec'd 4 terabytes or 2 terabytes?
I think it's 4.
Then I think this is 2.
Okay.
No, actually I think this is 2 terabytes in the fully spec'd out. Look, either way, point is it's 16-inch MacBook Pro, and I love this because when I'm traveling, and you know, even earlier this year I was in Cape Town for 7-8 months. This thing is awesome, great screen real estate, and to me the best laptop out there. This monitor right here, ladies and gents, I've spent probably upwards of 7-8 grand on different monitors. I've tried them all. I tried them all to arrive to this point. So what I wanted from a monitor is, first of all, one with an integrated webcam. Yes, I know you can get a webcam separately. This I understand. But I wanted one with an integrated webcam with just a single wire setup. So you can see right here, whenever let's say I'm off on business, or let's say I happen to take the computer off the stand and use it as a laptop. When I come back, all I have to do is single wire, plug in, and my entire setup is back to normal. I've got this. I don't use any external speakers or anything. Honestly, I think the speakers on here are more than sufficient. So this is actually LG 5K. This was their collaboration with Apple for a monitor before they actually released their new XDR display. This is a 1080p camera right there, which is more than sufficient for sales calls and stuff like that. I don't, honestly, I can't really tell the difference between that and like the 4K ones and this and that. So as I said, when I plug that in, I've got my monitor, my incredible monitor. I have my keyboard and my trackpad already connected. I have a monitor with a camera inside of it. As I said, I don't use any external speakers just because I don't feel as though there's a need. And then I already have things hooked up to this right here. Now this is the Shure SM7B. Definitely a bit of overkill in terms of the microphone side of things. I used to use just a Blue Yeti, but this right here is wired. If you can see down here, this is wired into a Scarlett interface. So you can see right there, and then that is wired, and once again, incredible cable management down here, down to Tristan. Once again, thank you for setting all this up. Oh, another thing you'll notice down here is I have a little headphone hook. I use these right here, which is the Bose Quiet Comfort 2s. I actually bought their new ones, like the super stealthy looking, but I actually prefer these. So those are lying around in a cupboard somewhere. So that is that. So as I said, this Scarlett actually ends up wiring right back here to the back side of this monitor, and I think it's that cable right there. So there's multiple Thunderbolt ports. So for example, I could add extra storage, and this is basically a hub and controls. Let me press that in. This is a hub and controls everything. So with this one wire, it connects straight to my MacBook. With this wire, my Shure SM7B is always plugged in and always set up. And when I'm not using it, I just push it back there. And as I said, there's plenty of real estate for me to work, do my thing. Now in the right side here, what you'll see is a 12.9 inch MacBook, or sorry, 12.9 inch iPad Pro. I actually picked this up a couple days ago. I had the old one, the 11 inch. I was like, you know what? Let me just pick up the new one and see how I like it. So far, I actually don't have an opinion on it yet. I think I might actually even like the old one a little more. I'm not sure how I feel about this new Magic Pro keyboard or whatever the hell they call it, because sometimes, you know, my iPad's laying down and I just want to open it up and see what's popping on Slack. It's a little tough. So really the only way you can use this thing is in this mode, which is, you know, I don't know how I feel about it. Also, another thing to mention is my iPad is never ever in this room. I just have it here just because I've been fiddling around with it. Usually my iPad is downstairs. I'm gonna be honest, I run a pretty successful business. I just don't understand or trust those people who have like 6 monitors and an iPad and this and that. Like, how the hell do you get any work done? And then they have notifications and they have an Apple Watch and everything's pinging on and they have their phone. My phone is never ever in my office, ever. As I said, unless it's later on in the day, I'm taking some team calls, I'm doing more chill admin work. Outside of that, my phone is never in my office, my iPad is never in my office. All that stuff is downstairs, locked away, and I have one screen, and that is the only screen that I need. I don't need these multiple, this, that. One screen, good size, 5K, focus, and that's all I need. So coming here, these are actually just some little frames that were lying around in another room. I put them up here, but I'm actually gonna get my assistant to take it back to the framing company, and I wanna have some photos here of, you know, people who are inspirations to me, you know, icons, people that I look up to, you know, over the span of history, and also just pivotal moments in my career. Things like Nepal last year when I went and took the team to visit the schools that I've built and financed out there, and other influential moments that when I stand at my desk, I'm like, this is what I've been able to accomplish. This is what I've been able to do in the business, in philanthropy, in my charitable work, and that's incredible. But then here are these icons, and this is where I can and should take things to. Now right here, you will see another Bang & Olufsen product. That is the A9, I believe. And that's actually an IG Media, which is my advertising agency. If you're watching this and you're an e-commerce or info product owner, I actually have a sales call in 3 minutes, so might need to cut this short. If you're an e-commerce or info product owner and you want an agency to run your ads, we're your guys. But that is, this is actually a speaker, which most people have no idea what it is. So it's actually a speaker, and it's great because on sales calls, you know, people can see, you know, potential clients can see the nice office, they can see the IG Media BO play in the background, and I don't know, it looks very professional. Little lamp with the hue. Right over here we have a whiteboard because it is a known fact that you cannot be a digital marketer or an advertiser if you don't have a whiteboard in your office. So that pretty much wraps it up for this downstairs section. Now, I'm gonna show you guys upstairs. As I said, I actually have a 2-floor office, which is very, very cool. Now, up here is actually my Zen meditation prayer room. Now, I've been meditating ever since the age of 14. It holds a special place in my heart. And yeah, basically this is where I come up and first thing when I wake up, I actually meditate, and then right before I start work, and then on Sundays, sometimes I'll do longer 45, 60-minute meditation sessions. So I got this right here, and I just sit on this. So first thing in the morning, I actually sit on this, and yeah, just sit cross-legged right in front of this right here, which is my Juve. So this is a red light therapy panel. So I sit right in front of it, especially London in the winter. It definitely wakes you up. So that is that. And when I'm doing my meditation sessions later, I pop it right here. I've got an incense stick, or I have a light burning. And then on Sundays when I'm doing longer meditation sessions, once again, I'll be sat there. And then when I'm not using it, I just pop it off to the side. So in there, storage, in there, more storage. We have so much storage in this house. And you can see right here, these are some of the trinkets I have. This is actually a nail bed. So one of my clients brought me this from Germany, and yeah, you stand on it and it's painful, but it gets you present to the moment. So that's pretty cool. So that is the nail bed. Once again, just another incense stick holder. This right here is my Muse S. So this is an EEG reader. So this actually tracks my meditation sessions. As I said, I've got some more trinkets right here. Down here, I actually have a selection of frappe. Once again, one of my clients brought that to me. And when I'm doing longer 45-minute, 60-minute meditation sessions, I use that, and it's pretty intense. So as I said, this is my calm Zen meditation area. I was actually thinking about what to do, because even still in this house I have, you know, rooms I don't use, and this is one of those where I was looking at, I'm like, what can I do with this space? And something about, I don't know, the top of the house, this just feels super calming to me. So I just thought this would be a good place for me to kind of have like a church, prayer, meditation area. I was either gonna do that or make this my DJ room because I want to teach myself how to produce and DJ. I think I ended up making the right decision. So, ladies and gents, that pretty much wraps it up for this office tour. As I said, for me, where I work is so important. I could not be happier with this place. Everything from the bathroom to this beautiful office, this lounge area, and my little meditation zen spot. I just feel very calm, feel very grounded, and just feel very blessed to serve my clients, my customers, and just keep moving this operation forward. Keep changing more lives at greatagency.com, my education company. Keep pushing the boundaries with our incredible clients in my agency. Keep producing incredible products at Gadzhi, my clothing line, and keep taking profits from that and using that to build schools in Nepal, together with our partner, Pahar Trust. So I want you to do me a favor. I want you to leave me a comment down below. Anything you think that I should add to this office space, anything you think I should remove, anything you think I should change. I want your guys' opinion because I'm always looking to spruce up the place, maybe add something, maybe remove something, and just make this place even more zen. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications because I'm doing giveaways every single week, and I'll see you guys in the next one.